Hey yo, how you doing, guys? It's me, the 1AJ, representing 1/5 of them boys. So you know what that means? We're here. And why are we here? To review another show. Why? Because we go to a show and we review a show. It may be a bit late, but we will review a show. And are we a bit late? Yes, we are. Because this show happened on the 21st of September. And here we are on the 19th of October. So nearly a month out. And I'm doing this and making sure it's coming out because it may or may not be linked to the next show that's coming out. Now, why do I say that? Because we are talking about Apex Wrestling, one of the most unique promotions I'm aware of, but I salute them for their uniqueness. Why? Because Apex Wrestling, and I have to shout out Andy Burrows for putting us on to these amazing guys down in Milton Keynes. We'll be down at MK Snap for this show. Do two different shows. They do a family show and they do an over 18 show. This one down at MK Snap, which is Apex Ascend, was a family show. Is it linked to the show that's going to be taking place tonight? I'm not sure because that's a plus 18, so I don't know how people get to follow the storylines if that is the case. But either way, I will be hopefully following the story for both of these in the future because, yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys. Apex is worth the journey. It's worth the journey. So if you haven't made your way down to Milton Keynes before, I do recommend that you do. Now, anyway, I'm not going to waste time because why? As I said, there's a show tonight and that's what you should be focusing on. But let me give you a little rundown of what happened when we were down at MK Snap for Apex Wrestling Ascend. Yes, guys. So first of all, was a very sentimental match, which at the time I wasn't aware of. I heard it being said as a throwaway, but when you saw the pictures later on, it's really cool. We are talking about Kai Payne versus TJ Thomas. Now, why is this a really sentimental match? Because TJ Thomas is a young up-and-comer in the game who is a major face and a major train spotting fan, from what I've understood, or a train fan at least. And he took on Kai Payne. Now, why is it a sentimental match? As a kid on the come up, TJ was a huge fan of Kai Payne. There's pictures of them, of TJ meeting Kai Payne as a kid, you know, going to follow him throughout his journey. And now here they are in a match where Kai was definitely the face, the heel. Sorry, Kai is definitely the heel, and TJ has a lot of love down there in Milton Keynes and in Apex with his gimmick and what have you. But it went on, and these guys, it was kind of like the master versus the student. I don't know if Kai has trained TJ at all, but it felt like that, you know, meeting your idol, facing your idol, one of those dream moments. Not too long ago, we had the pleasure of interviewing Leon Slater, and he talked about the pleasure of facing his idol, Shelton Benjamin. And here we are. We have something similar here with TJ versus Kai Payne. So that was something. And these guys went in. They went in, and Kai is devious. I really like Kai's performance style, actually. And I do like what TJ has to offer. But it went out there, and Kai has this moment where he gets in TJ's family and says, "How dare you bring your family member to get in a ring with me? Do you know who I am? Do you know what I'm about? How dangerous and vicious I can be?" Do you know what he got for that? A slap in the face by one of TJ's family members. Yeah, that was something. But in the end, Kai still was able to secure the victory despite the slap in the face. And what I like is, despite being the heel that he is, he actually raised TJ's hand to be like, what a performer, and look at where this guy's come from. Like, you know, follow your dreams, guys. You can follow your wrestlers, you can face your wrestlers, and you can live out your dreams as a wrestler. So I really liked what I saw there. Great match from the two of them. And keep up the good work, TJ. Kai, you may be a dastardly, yeah, but I like it. I like it. So congrats to both these guys. Next up, we had the A Division title on the line in a triple threat match. Yes, we had Morris, Tombi, and Shiro in a triple threat match. Now, Morris is your current A Division champ, and he is managed by Ronald Fontaine. Now, these guys, Ronald, I have to admit, as I always like to see a manager. I always like to see a manager outside doing their bit, and Ronald is no exception. He got in our face. He's asking people, "Do you want to touch the title?" "No, you can't have it. This is ours," and it ain't going nowhere. And it was a real clash of styles. Morris is doing stuff, and he's not like to be called Doris, I believe. I don't know where that came from, but hey, if it's Doris, it's Doris. If it's Morris, it's Morris. That's down to you. Tombi has this really cool gimmick. I really like this tattooed artist, barbed wire baseball bat, major face paint, and then Shiro is a master around the ring and on the ropes. So, you know, you had a real clash of styles there. One who's very technical, one who's kind of brawler, and then one who's got the high flying sides to him. But they can all mix it up in a really good way, which gave you a real good feel in the match. And then you really, every man had an opportunity to become A division champion on this one, or retain the A division championship as well, should I say. And it had highs, it had lows for each of these guys. It was a very, very exciting match. And you got Ronald interfering where he can, interacting with the crowd. That's causing distractions throughout. He got in shy, he messed it up for Shiro, he messed it up for Tombi. He was just all up in this match. And there was a point where he actually screwed up and he messed up Morris. However, while he had that, and while it looked like victory was going his way, it actually did end up going his way. I got you there, didn't I? Yeah, because Morris is still your A division champion, thanks to a little help from Ronald there. But yeah, a very, very, very fun match. And I would like to see these three chop it up one more time, because there's some great talent in there. And I can't wait to see what's next for all of them and who's up next for Morris. Right, however, next up was the Rising Championship match as JB Michaels takes on Zaire. Now, JB Michaels is a very, very, how does one say this? Disturbed individual. He moves in a very, very disturbed way. Yeah, you got to be ready for that one. How does one describe JB Michaels' his character? Think early age Mankind, Kamala, the Boogeyman, and Bastion Booger all having a love child together. And that's how you get JB Michaels, a very disturbed individual who kind of seems like he thrives on pain to a bit. However, he took on Zaire. Now, Zaire, great guy, by the way. We had a chance to talk to him, and look out for an interview in the future. I was going to say not too distant future, but schedules be damned. So, but yeah, we would love to be chopping up with him in the future. But he's loved down there, and he is your current rising champion in Apex Wrestling. And these two went into it, and Zahir gave it absolutely everything to defend that title. And when I say everything, guys, I mean everything, because you know what? He retained. I got you twice. He retained, but it came at a cost. It came at a cost, because in the meet and greet we found out that it looks like he'd like dislocated a shoulder. He was literally in a sling. He was out there, but he gave it his all. He done it for the fans. The fans absolutely love him down there, and so they should. He's doing his thing. He is doing his thing. He's proven why he is a champ. So congratulations to you, Zahir, in a match that was good. It was good, but very awkward individual you had to take on there, but you overcame, my friend. So well done to you. Right. Up next, the current Apex champion Joshua King took on Sam Still in a non-title match. Now, as a seasoned vet in terms of wrestling fandom, you kind of always say to yourself, if there is a non-title match, it kind of means that the other guy's going to win, isn't it? Because there's no cost at bay for the champion there. And you know what? Was I right? Was I wrong? Wait and see, because these two absolutely went at it. Josh King. I've been familiar with the name Joshua King for a while, so I was very happy to see him for the first time perform in person. I've not even seen it over a screen, so it was good to finally see Josh perform. And Sam Still was also a very, very great individual to see perform. Like this, guys. Let's not make any mistake. Apex has some good talent. Dare I say, great talent, and this match showed it. You could see why this could have been a title match. These two gave it everything, absolutely everything. A lot went in there, a lot of back and forth. It looked like Josh was going to get the win. It looked like Sam was going to get the win. In the end, who got the win? Nobody. It was an actual double count out on this one. These guys were really giving it to each other. That so much so they got counted out. That was it. And they just kept going. They kept going. So I would like to see those two go again, because that definitely feels like some unfinished business took place there. So that was that. Now now comes the question: why is it that the current Apex champion was in a non-title match that wasn't the main event? Well, guys, that's because the match that came next surely had to be your main event of the night. Because, guys, currently the ministry. Let me just preface this. Currently, the ministry are we're playing a game that we're calling Gimmick Bingo, because wrestling has many matches that you may not think you will see. And luckily, we have seen a I Quit match. We have seen a TLC match. We have seen a ladder match. We have seen a cage match. We have even seen a coffin match. Then the Tech and Nico got to see a Hell in a Cell. However, Big Tone and I, got to see a match from the TNA brainchilds in the UK, yes. Now, Andy has told us about Apex for the longest while, and normally we would love to have gone, and it would have always been an over 18 show. No offense to family shows, but in a show that offers both categories, we're all over 18. Why would the ministry not go to an over 18 show and choose the family show before the over 18 show? Well, guys, the schedules permitting be one of them, but because Apex Wrestling gave us a tag team ultimate X match. Yes. I'm going to look up to the sky because I still picture seeing the structure, the big X, and 2 tag titles in there. And guys, it wasn't just 2 teams against each other. It wasn't 3 teams. It was 4 different teams. Well, 3 teams and a man. Yes, because Liam McCarthy decided to represent himself and was going to be the tag team champion. We had the Rebellion. We had Day Release, and we had 666 Pack, your current Apex champions. And guys, yeah, we were in for a treat on this. We were in for a treat because everybody done their bit. And I swear to you, I just looked at the structure and it was high. It was high. I keep looking up because I'm remembering and I'm getting, to quote The Rock, goosebumps. Wow, that's actually standard. Like goosebumps through it. It was a mad experience to see an Ultimate X match going on. And as they climb the structure, it shakes and you're like, oh my days. There's a point, Taylor, our good friend there from the Rebellion, comes up to us and is like, I can see why Jack took the day off. We've got it on camera and Big Tone's not with us to share that. But it was mad. It was mad. These guys were doing that solid wrestling and trying to climb up, getting thrown down and stuff like that. But in the end, you know what? I nearly just revealed the answer. But what happened? While it looked like all these teams had a very good opportunity to win the Apex Tag Team Championship, out comes Tombi. Now, Tombi was being cheered earlier. The only one getting booed in that triple threat match was Morris, dare I say. And I'm not going to mess him up and call him Doris, but yeah, Morris was the one who was getting booed. So Tombi's coming out, and this is interesting because there are teams who are being cheered. The Rebellion, I was happy to see, they're getting cheered. McCarthy, not so much. They release, they come out with all the balloons, giving them to the kids and stuff like that. They're getting a lot of love. 666 Pack, not so much. Tombi comes out with his baseball bat and just goes for the attack and attacks everybody and helps 666 Pack retain their titles. Now, this is my first Apex show, so I'm not sure if there was love or faction or anything in there between these guys before, but there is definitely something going on there with these guys now. And I can see a few tag teams and one very PO'd man who might be out for revenge against these guys. And you know what? Rightfully so, because we may have had a new tag team champ or a new pair of tag team champs had it not been for Tombi's involvement. What comes next in that, I cannot wait to find out. I will probably be tuning into Apex on a more regular basis to find out what happens, because sadly I cannot make it to their show, which is happening tonight, which may or may not be linked to the Ascension show, because as I previously said, it's an over 18 show. So is it linked? Is it not linked? I don't know, but is actually, I don't know if you can still get a ticket, but if you can, be sure to check it in. Tonight is Brawl of the Dead. And what can you expect at Brawl of the Dead? Well, guys, we have the Monsters Brawl, Tombi versus Big Effin' Joe. The women's HTTB championship is on the line as Chantel Jordan takes on Violet Knight. The return of SCC, Kelly Six and Ashley Dunn. You also have Spike Trevay versus Man Like Darius. I have seen both of these two. I am jealous I will not be able to see that in person. Then we have Champ versus Champ, Morris versus Joshua King. 2 very long-standing champions. Neither title is on the line, to my understanding. But yes, that will be something to check out. And here's another one. Joseph Connor takes on Trip Hazard and ABH in a loser is fired match. Guys, this is looking like a show not to be missed. I'm looking at the poster and I also see Charles Crowley and good old Simon Miller. I'm not sure if they are going to be there. Oh, I have had a look and there are standing tickets left. So guys, if you are free this evening, head on down to Milton Keynes to the MK11 music venue. It's an over 18 show, so don't try and bring. However, it looks like a show not to be missed. So if you have the opportunity to attend it, don't miss it. That's the way we're going to go about it, guys. So I lied. I was wrong. Do you know what? There is an over 18 show tonight, but guess what? Apex are doing double duty down at the MK11 music venue. There is a family show. Sadly, at the time of this release. I think it will be out. The show will be out. But yes, they also have Apex Wrestling Pro Rising. So there is actually a family show as well as an adult show today. So you know what, guys? Absolute major props to these guys for doing double duty, taking care of the families and the over 18s. And I would just say to you guys, head on over to their site. Like, check out their product. It's a very, very good product. So, as usual, I like wrestling, you like wrestling, the ministry loves wrestling. So what we're going to do, let's talk wrestling. How are we going to talk wrestling? At MOW News on X, formerly known as Twitter, but more importantly, at Ministry of Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So guys, please do like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you have an opportunity. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like. Have you been to an Apex show? Let us know, because I would like to talk more Apex. This is a very good show that the ministry would like to attend more to. Let us know what shows you attend, anything. Look, just keep it wrestling, guys. That's what it's all about. So until the next time, I am the one AJ signing out, and I will see you soon. See ya.